yours? You gave me Lam
Tran. Yeah, Lam Tran.
Yours?
Kelly J. Patriot.
Kelly G. Patriot. Okay.
Kelly J. as in Johnson. Can I just give a little shout out to you before we sign off?
Yeah.
To my buddy Chadwick with the Liberty Report out in Phoenix, and we are eagerly awaiting
We are going to there.
Jake Angeli to be released from Halfway House. He's been a political prisoner since January 6th, shortly after. And I want to give a shout out to all the political prisoners who are still being wrongfully held from January 6th or any other period in time for supporting our president, supporting our country, or supporting freedom of speech, freedom to peacefully assemble. So Chadwick, and you can support Liberty Report. You can support Chadwick. You can support Jake. You can support Kelly J. Patriot in the movement by going to supporting another Patriot, and that's Mike Lindell and My Pillow, and ordering from Mike Lindell My Pillow, and use promo code God Wins. God Wins. That's for Liberty Report and Jake Angeli and the Forbidden Truth podcast out of Phoenix every weekend on Saturday at 12 noon. Jake Angeli and Chadwick have a podcast, and they put him in prison, Jake, because he was such a strong patriot and he had such a strong voice. And you saw those videos that came out. He didn't do anything. They welcomed him into the Capitol. They let him go into the Senate. He said a prayer. They asked him to leave. He nicely left, didn't do a darn thing wrong. And look what they did to him. Made him the poster child of January 6th. God bless you, Jake. God bless all those other patriots. Randy Ireland, all those other folks. Sean Weitzman, all those people who've taken hits. And Randy, keep fighting for all those patriots. Mickey, I know Ashley's mom, and Aaron Babbitt, and all those folks who've taken hits from January 6th. God bless all those people. God bless our country. God bless President Trump. We're here because we believe in our country. We believe in God, and we support President Trump because he supports our country. He supports God, and he supports life and babies. And that's another thing, man. They just, California here, they just... We gotta promote life and not hate and not killing babies. So God bless America. God bless California. My body, my vote, as they say. My body, my vote.
Can I get a couple of seconds of you without the sunglasses so we see?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah,
That's
better.
me, Kelly J. Patriot. Hola. Hey, I've seen you. How are you? Good to see you again.
So next weekend, I may go with him to Arizona again.
Yeah, Jake's getting out of the Halfway House end of May, so we're gonna
Jake
go out.
Chansley,
Yeah, he's getting out of
the shaman.
the American shaman. He's a good man. He loves the Lord, and he was fighting against child trafficking and against what the Child Protective Services were doing in Arizona. They lost, I think, 70 or 80 kids, whatever it was. They lose kids out of the system because they're getting trafficked. They're gone. They're dead. They kill them. They send them away. People buy them. I mean, it's terrible. You see what's going on at the border? There's a girl, there's a 7 or 8 year old girl they found. She had, I think, 50 or 60 some different DNAs in her. She had been raped and had sex with 50 or 60 men different, and she was 7 or 8 years old. That's what Joe Biden is doing at the border. And you heard what that person said that just came out. It's all about child trafficking. They're trafficking kids. That's what the open borders is all about. You're killing our country. You don't care about our country. You couldn't do anything more to hurt our country than what you're doing. You're not even the freaking president. I know that. You know that. And just know that everybody else knows it too. Fuck you.
What about the
But that's just me. But that's just me.
What about the possibility of the cartel sneaking through subversives?
That's part of it. They're trying to undermine our country. They're trying to weaken our country. They're trying to set up sleeper cells to do all their BLM, Antifa attacks like they did last time, but it's not going to happen. They're going to shut it down this time, and there'll be a whole lot of patriots stepping up to make sure that it doesn't happen again also, and a lot of ex-military folks who'll be stepping up to make sure it doesn't happen again, and a lot of local militias, they'll be stepping up to make sure it doesn't happen again.
You think they're trying to set the stage for militias to come up so that they can then declare martial law?
If they do, it won't be because of what the militias do. It will be because of what the deep state does to create panic and chaos and everything else. But the patriots are not going to be the ones that start it, but we will be the ones that will help finish it.
Do you think they'll try to inhibit a 2024 election?
They would not like the results of that election, so I don't know if they're going to let that election go down. And I think we're going to have a little bit of activity between now and then, and I'm predicting that we're going to have a little change before the 4th of July this year, because I think by the 4th of July this year, we're going to have enough Americans to know that we deserve our independence and we want to have our independence, and right now we don't, and we want our freedoms back. And we got a guy who's wandering around Washington who thinks he's in charge and is not, and I think by that time we'll know who is in charge. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be Trump.
Hopefully.
By the way, would you support any other Republican candidate if in the primaries, for instance, people across the country, if somebody like Ron DeSantis or another were to get a greater support, would you still support a Republican?
I would support, and I'm saying this now and I'll say it later, I would support Carrie Lake as Donald Trump's vice president.
Wow, that's good.
I threw you a curveball there. I didn't answer your question. I answered what I wanted to answer. I don't think, but answer yours. I don't think there's anybody else that could pose a serious challenge to Trump. They may try, but I think Trump has the support. People know what's going on, and they knew what he did before. They know what he's still doing.
Yeah.
They know that nobody in the history of our country has ever taken as many attacks as he's taken. He's still standing. He's still coming back strong,
Yeah.
and the truth is coming out. When it does, there'll be a lot of folks that won't be standing, and they'll be down in Gitmo, or they'll be down, or they'll up, or they're going to be somewhere else and not here. And that couldn't happen soon enough. And if they need extra rope, let me know. I'll go to Home Depot and buy you some extra rope. And I'm not kidding you.